You have two of them, a right hip and a left hip. The pointy part faces forward, what we would call, sometimes people call it their pubic bone, but really it's a region of the whole coxal. So it's the pubis region. This right here is the acetabulum, and it receives the head of the femur, so it's the other ball and socket joint. So the femur comes out here. The pubis faces forward, the acetabulum faces lateral, so therefore this is a left hip. You point the pubis forward, the acetabulum lateral, and that would make it a left hip. Okay, there are three regions to this one bone. So if I had a sticker and I said region, you would say the ilium, ischium, or pubis. They're all part of the coxal bone. The big, broad, flat part, all this is the ilium. The back part with this big bulbous structure is called the ischium. And in fact, if you've taken yoga classes, you'll have heard this called your sit bone, the ischium. And then the front pointy part is the pubis. Now they all converge together in the acetabulum. So if you look at the acetabulum, the top third of it and up is the ilial region. The anterior third and forward is the pubis region, and the posterior third and back is the ischial region. Now if I were to ask you a region though, I'll try to put it as smack in the middle of that region as possible. I'm not going to expect you to know exactly where one ends and the next region starts. Okay, another marking, if you face this forward, this is your iliac crest. So when you talk about, you can see some of these hip bones, or you put your hands on your hips, you're reaching toward that iliac crest. If you move toward follow the iliac crest all the way back and down, and you'll notice you come to this really pretty heart-shaped notch. See the heart-shaped notch? That is the greater sciatic notch. What nerve do you think goes through there to go down your leg? The sciatic nerve. So let me orient it again. If this is facing forward and this is facing lateral, and this would be your spine, right? Your spinal nerves and then the sacral nerves merge into a plexus, and one of those nerves is the sciatic nerve, and it goes right out through there and then down your leg. So this gives it room to get out. Now at the bottom of the greater sciatic notch is a pointy part called the ischial spine. It's not very big on this skeleton, but I noticed on the real skeletons that are articulated, you can see it really does look like a spine. It's very pointy. The pubic symphysis is right here where the two sides of the pelvis join up. So one coxal bone meets the other coxal bone right there at the pubic symphysis. What kind of tissue connects the two sides? Fibrocartilage, just like a meniscus. It's the same kind of tissue that is between each of your vertebrae, and it's the same kind of tissue you find in your knee joint. So pubic symphysis. Now right here along the top makes a ridge, or the pubic crest, and you can see that very well on an articulated skeleton too. This is the pubic crest. Your rectus abdominis attaches from the pubic crest all the way up to the sternum and even along the inside of some of these costal cartilages. So your rectus abdominis is a long, straight muscle, which is where it gets the name rectus, right? Like the straight eye muscles are called superior rectus. The abdominal muscle is straight, called the rectus abdominis, because it's on your abdominal region. So when it contracts, that's how you're able to crunch your body up like that as it shortens between the pubic crest and your sternum. This hole, by the way, is called the obturator foramen. It's a passageway for nerves and blood vessels, but I didn't put it on your list, in case you wondered. Okay, got him.